Well, I've been feeling for some time like I should tell you guys a little bit about the summer of 2015, which was a really difficult time in our lives. During that summer, two of my dearest girls were fighting for their lives. My mother, who was dying of cancer, and my daughter, who was born 4 months early. One of them, my mother lost her fight, and my daughter won hers. So it brings up a really odd question, a really interesting question. That's a 50-50 record. Reminds me of an argument I was having with an atheist friend of mine. I was telling him all the odd coincidences in my life, things that went well that shouldn't have. And he said I was being a little bit dishonest by not including all the times it didn't work out. So according to that logic, answered to unanswered prayers need to be 50% plus 1. I'd like to suggest that that's entirely the wrong math. For any one of these things in my life to go well, the chances are roughly equivalent, in my opinion, to, well, winning the lottery. And so the question then is this: how many times does one guy have to win the lottery before you begin to suggest it's a rigged game? Yeah, so how many times? An odd coincidence. Another odd coincidence. If Nora hadn't been born early, my mom would never have met her. It was very important to us that Mom get to meet Nora. I'm happy she got to meet her. I'm not happy that she was born so early. I mean, Nora was born 4 months early, weighing less than a pound. And just a series of really, really neat coincidences happened last summer. 1,000 different things that can go wrong with a preemie, and Nora sailed right past them, just one after another. And 1,000 different things that could have, any one of them would have been fatal. And she sailed right past them without a blip. Odd, but that's just a coincidence, right? There's another odd coincidence that I need to tell you about. One of the hospital employees wanted to meet Mariah because all of the hospital staff thought that Nora's story was so remarkable that it ought to be told. This lady was gonna. First of all, let me include something here. It's kind of random, but it's important. You'll see why. You guys probably remember the recent ad campaign that Coca-Cola was doing. And when you buy a can of Coke, it says on there, share this one with your best friend, share this one with your sister, whatever. Okay, that's random, but it's important. You'll see why. This lady who worked at the hospital, I won't tell you her name, she went to interview Mariah just to get some details of Nora's journey. She was really nervous to meet Mariah because 19 years ago, this lady had had a premature baby, a little boy. His name was Jeremy, and he didn't make it. So this lady was telling me one day she was real nervous to go meet Mariah. So right before she was going into the interview, she needed a drink. So she went to the Coke machine, put in her money, and out came the can of Coke. When she picked it up, she looked at it, and it said, share this one with Jeremy. But of course, that's just a coincidence, right? Saw so many things this last summer, so many things. And it's led me to come to a conclusion regarding this phenomenon that we call coincidence. And it's the only reasonable conclusion based on the evidence. Namely this: coincidence. The more I see of it, the less I believe in it.